James drops back. Count it and the foul.
All right, so good evening, afternoon. Hello, and welcome to another edition of The Fifth Officials. And this edition is called Ballon D'Or Bacchanal. All right, and we'll tell you why we're going on, fellas. Yeah, but so Ballon D'Or Bacchanal is the episode here, and we're going to get, Ballon D'Or Bacchanal, Ballon D'Or Bacchanal, Ballon D'Or Bacchanal. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, easy.
That is medium pace. Well, it's training, you know. So we got a lot to talk about.
Train your tongue.
Let me not get into that. I don't want to listen. Let me settle the metal.
All right. I think he just want to get over the four that he received.
Well, we come into that. We come into that. I see he didn't put it in the first. Oh, he did.
No, yeah.
All right. I thought he write a whole essay now.
Yeah.
But the other games he just put the teams and he score. But he write a whole essay.
Yeah.
You understand? I did that. Nevertheless. We want to get down straight to the action here, and well, I guess the first thing we'll start with is the Ballon d'Or Bacchanal, which revolved around UEFA, Rodri, Vinicius, and Real Madrid.
And the Ballon d'Or committee.
So let's go. Well, what really went on?
Yes.
Well, as all
I
know, I had Vinicius as the favorite to win the Ballon.
Yeah, well, everybody messaged me and say, so your partner saying,
yeah, well, we go find out now. Listen, up to now, this is what I don't like. I don't like firstly leaks and things that happen in something like this.
Right.
It is solidity.
Yeah.
Right. Firstly, so early yesterday morning, in our time, about 6 o'clock, a leak come out posting 1 to 13 men, 1 to how much have any women, winner the women's Ballon d'Or, winner the men's Ballon d'Or, team of the year, coach of the year. Every award possible. It had Vinicius first, and Rodri second, and everything else was in order.
Okay.
Around 10, Ross messaged in the group say, Vinicius now winning the Ballon d'Or. Went and checked my dog, Fabrizio, posted out, Vinicius now winning, the team in travel and thing like that. So, at that point in time, I said, all right, if you win. I didn't find it, appropriate that they ain't traveling because they ain't win. Only to hear that the Ballon d'Or committee contacted City to say Rodri winning, and the City contacted Real Madrid to say what's going on now. We know all the prepping and thing because everybody thought Vinicius winning, but Rodri's winning, and there's the message we get. So Real Madrid now say wait to do. They contact you, ting, whatever. That whole mess bust out. So Real Madrid at that point in time say what's going on. Oh, it is all the time it had, because they would get the information, of course, from whatever leak. Same way the leak was out, it had one player. They made their preparations and things. They already know they was getting team of the year. They already know Ancelotti was getting coach of the year. All these things were done there. A few hours before, it switched on. Rodri winning. This is the first year something that I could remember that it had such bacchanal in this. Can you all remember any other year where it had this amount of?
No. I know they always had.
It had people that they think they deserve to win, Lewandowski, Haaland, Ribery,
all them Messi get it.
Well, yeah, Messi get it 9 out of 10 times when somebody else was supposed to win. But that's not what we're talking about.
Right.
So, at that point in time now, Real Madrid made a decision as a group. They ain't going. It looked bad on the show. Now, I don't agree from a sportsmanship perspective, and I thought I could understand why you did go. You're vexed. If it was you and it had an award for some TV thing, you might not go neither. If you're here, if Ross is the next TV man, all the time you talk to win, you invite all your families and your loved ones and everything like that, and then boom, 2 hours before you're here, you ain't winning. But they call Ross to tell Ross he's winning. But he didn't call you to say, well, here what's going on now. You're not winning, So set up yourself for that. If you go and call Ross, they don't call nobody. You call
I have a question. Why call the person who's going to win?
Yeah, they're not supposed to.
Shouldn't it be like, an award? It's supposed to be like, the people announce the award
and everybody
surprised. Boom, right? Why all that communication taking place?
So here what
I don't understand.
I don't understand either. Say we're going to at the end of Rodri come out and say, well, he don't know where that news come out from. President come out and says only 2 people know. He and the next and some other man. So, Mr. President, if it's not you, then it had to be the next man.
Right.
So at that point, you're supposed to address it. Now, what I would say is, Real Madrid moved bad. They should have gone.
Yeah, they should have shown face.
Knowing they're going to win so much, they should have gone because Kylian Mbappe win most goals in the year.
Him and Harry Kane.
They tied,
Yeah.
But he would have get to go up.
True.
Ancelotti would have get to go up. The whole team would have get to go up. At that point in time, you could have voiced your opinion and say, what happened today is nonsense.
Yeah.
Now, taking nothing away from Rodri, because either way, if Rodri had win, Vinicius had win, Cavani had win, Bellingham had win, no problem. Once it was,
What was the criteria they use?
But okay,
It's three criteria they have. Your performance on the field, the
one everybody watching is sportsmanship,
right,
and how you carry yourself. So they're saying that's why Vinicius lost. But this year, if you're using that, Cavani could have win too. Because Cavani captain Real Madrid to Champions League, won the same Euros with Spain, won the Spanish Super Cup, won the one where they play at Atalanta. He won the La Liga. He won all of them. He scored goals in the final. Why he could not? Why he come fourth? Then he should have come second.
Okay, point taken.
So all these things are considered, and Ancelotti said that in his message. He said, well, you know, whatever the case is, they asked a good few people like Ruud, all of them they asked. He said, well, I thought Vinicius should have win. They asked Zidane. They asked a good few people.
Yeah.
Now Rodri win, fine, good to him. Whatever the case is, my thing is how a player could win the Ballon d'Or. He wasn't even nominated for best player in the Premier League, and he didn't even win the best player in his own team.
Yeah, when they were playing in Euros.
No, he won that, but he didn't win it for Manchester City.
Okay.
What really criteria are you using now? They're saying it's fair play and thing like that. If I remember correctly, last year Rodri didn't get red card for choking man and thing on the field.
Rodri not beat up a man, but he rough up a man on the sideline.
Choking man, he was on for 3 games with a ban. He and Morata didn't have some issue where there was when they win the Euros and they had to get banned from FIFA for chanting some kind of racist comments and all kind of things to the crowd. So if all these things happen, how you meet the criteria to then?
Yeah.
Honestly, what I feel happen, I feel this first time you UEFA with the Ballon d'Or, they just don't want Real Madrid player win all. Plain and simple.
They don't want Real Madrid to win all.
Yeah, because it's
in total.
They're fighting only Super League, it's thing like that, and you know they can't win everything. This is the first year you UEFA with the Ballon d'Or since 1956 or 66 or whatever it is, you know. Years. And this Bacchanal happened immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, for me, even if Rodri was all right.
So win. I have no problem with Rodri.
Let me say Rodri justified. They justified in selecting Rodri because he performed and whatever criteria they use and blah blah blah. Is the chaos like this? This tint.
Exactly.
The whole thing now.
Same thing.
So it will always be this cloud.
But
whether or not he really was the best player.
Let me put it for how much years now? How much years they say in the Ballon d'Or tainted?
Honestly, since 2018.
No,
Probably before that.
No, in 99, Dwight York, Rivaldo, and Dwight York had the treble. He was most goals in the Champions League, most goals in his league,
In the Premier League.
I think he had the most skills for Europe.
Yeah, in Europe. He didn't even make the top 10.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand the criteria.
Correct.
It's a popularity contest at the end. Here, you know how they pick a Ballon d'Or winner? Which I find is utter nonsense.
How?
It's 100 journalists that pick the winner.
And 30.
So why the fans don't vote?
No. For the Ballon d'Or, it's 100 journalists.
So why the fans don't
The
vote?
fans and then don't vote for that. They vote for
it's not
FIFA best
fan.
player.
Okay.
FIFA best player. Let's give it that club captains and all kind of thing. That's FIFA best
Yeah,
player.
but I mean, journalists. I mean, fans will always have their favorite too. But I think fans are more fair. I think fans fairer than journalists.
Would
Journalists have a bias.
would the player? I think it's 30 players as well.
But I know for sure it's FIFA men's player of the year. That's have 30 players.
Yeah.
But even if it's like that,
Right.
no problem. But why is it 100 journalists
Just
voting
for that. Yeah.
Because if you from the Maraca you go and vote for a Real Madrid player.
Yeah.
It's only obvious. If you're from some French media and Kylian Mbappe had a good year,
Yeah, vote for
you go and
Mbappe.
vote for Mbappe even
Yeah.
if somebody was better. Spanish media might vote for
Rodri.
Rodri.
I think fans are fairer in terms of voting. I think so.
You see, I find all
I find-
angles
Because-
you take it at,
Yeah.
it gonna feel
It'll have bias.
But
It'll have
here's the
bias.
thing. Here's the thing. Football fans is what make football the sport that it is, the biggest
Yeah.
sport in the world, right? So in my estimation, like I'm a Liverpool fan, but if they say vote for the best forward in the world right now, I would say Haaland. If you understand what I'm saying, in the Premier League,
Yeah, but-
I wouldn't say Salah.
Yeah, but if it's for somebody from your team to win it and Salah up, your bias might creep in.
No, because the fan, you shouldn't know if it's somebody from your team to win it. It should just be your voting process.
I don't understand where
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand
Based
where
on the
you're coming
most votes
Yeah.
globally,
These
or whatever
are-
the case.
alright, let's just put it
You
like
understand?
these are the 10 players who you think is the best forward.
Is the best? Is it? Yeah.
But right, so it will only have a bias. It
I
will only
wouldn't
have a
say
bias
Salah.
from those 10 teams then.
Yeah.
I mean,
the rest
you
of the
will-
world still have
but you
a-
will have a percentage of people who vote in that will be biased.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
Always
think
in
the
anything.
large majority of
Yeah, yeah, you're
fans
correct, you're correct.
that watching the sport
You're correct.
would not deny the player that they're seeing really performing at the best.
And if there's one thing I could say, NBA does use that formula.
Same.
And it works. Because if it was a situation where people was biased, Lakers would have a player in it every year. The years when Lakers was horrible, they had no players. Nobody voted for them. Even though LA have one of the biggest fan bases in the NBA.
Right.
So, you know, it just
I
shows that fans could
yeah.
be.
I just
they
think
could be
when
unbiased.
it comes to awards, like even with award shows, all right, the Oscars versus the MTV Music Awards, or MTV whatever.
Grammys.
Yeah.
Right, the Grammys versus the MTV Music
Grammys,
Awards.
Oscars.
The MTV Music Awards was based on fan votes.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you win something,
You know
because that way you come in to play for, you playing for your fans.
Is
You
it-
know,
fans,
you know,
yeah.
if people wanted you win this.
Yeah.
Right. So
Correct.
it make the award more valuable
Correct.
to you as the player rather
Yeah.
than some 100 journalists who
Write
on-
it anyway.
Yeah. So
And
I
half
mean,
of them doesn't make sense when they're talking.
I mean, look, it is what it is. It happened how it happened.
Congratulations to Rodri at the end
know,
of the day.
I
He had
like
a fantastic season and they can't
Yeah,
take
he did.
away from it.
Yeah.
My personal
I know you
opinion,
can win it next year.
my personal opinion is that well, he injured. My personal opinion is that between is June the 1st, 2023 and July the 1st, 2024, Vinicius had a better year.
Okay.
As individually.
And that's the time period. they
That
look
is the
at,
time period. Because people saying, but Vinicius didn't win nothing with Brazil, then you had to take about 6 of Messi Ballon d'Or then.
You see, that's the next thing too.
You had to take with 4 Cristiano
You see,
Ronaldo.
anyhow you take it, they have a bias towards something or the other.
Yeah.
Right? Because you can't tell me that this is the criteria you use to choose this player. But when it come down to the same criteria, that another player meet that same criteria, you change and you move the goalposts according to who you want.
And that's why all majority of the fan bases out there think and believe that the Ballon d'Or is tainted and they don't respect it
A lot
anymore.
of people don't take it serious.
Yeah, they don't think
As
about
a player, you would want to win it.
Of
because but the fans and them don't know that it
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah.
So because Lautaro Martinez had a better season than a lot of players, and he wasn't in the top 4.
correct. And
So
his numbers were insane.
He had the most goals in
35,
Syria.
yeah, 35 goals.
He had the most goals in the Copa America, won the Copa America, won the Syria, won the Copa Italia, scored in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And
So I mean,
You
look,
understand?
the process is as it is right now. How they move forward next season to select the winner. You'll see if they make the adjustments.
well,
But
that's
if
according.
they're
He
gonna
has
keep
to perform still.
if they're gonna keep moving the goalposts, then it'll always be tainted. So that was the Ballon d'Or Bacchanal, and we move forward to Barcelona dominating Real Madrid,
Skinning them out.
Clasico at the
hello?
Bernabeu.
Again, I call that.
No, don't go anywhere. Stay right here. Stay right here. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here. Stay close. So, okay.
5-5.
I saw the game. I thought that for the most part in the first half, a little back and forth. But in the second half, I think Real Madrid leave the game in the locker room. Because
I just think Barcelona just came out and dominated from front to back. Their press, their passing, everything was on point.
You know, I trying to figure out whole weekend. How Lewandowski missed that, hit that post, it, get a hat trick, boy.
But it's not twice it happened to him.
Nah,
once more, but that one was open. You expected Lewandowski to. It could have been at least in the second half. Or they could have about 7 minutes. Or they could have about 7 minutes in the second half.
How is it? Firstly, I told you all last week that the high line for Barcelona would be a problem for them.
Correct, yeah.
I told you all last week that Barcelona, if they attack my wing backs, could be a problem for Real. Because you have Vasquez and them who cannot defend versus players like that. So said, so done with that. How is it a player of Kylian Mbappe standard could run offside 8 times in a game where Barcelona is playing at the half line and he is one of the fastest players on the planet. So you telling me you couldn't give the defender a foot when they put it over the top, then take off? You so horrible at timing around here. Your timing so outside that you couldn't get one right in 8 chances. Come on, man.
And the shots he took too, it was like
I just think Mbappe hasn't fit into that team.
Yeah, but fitting in had nothing to do with timing around.
Well, no, actually, well, okay. I think if you haven't fit into the chemistry of a team, I think, and if you're having a poor season thus far,
I mean, you're running before the man with the ball.
No. What I mean is when expectations this high, and you're a Kylian Mbappe and you're walking to a bomb squad, right? A Champions League winning squad, a La Liga winning squad, a squad with and a team with a lot of history, very prolific team. And you're walking, and the expectations go on from here to here, already, right? And you're underperforming. I think it affects the mental in the game.
And you're going to
make mistakes.
Glass over everything you do.
You'll second guess every little instinct that you have.
Mbappe have about 6 or 7 goals or 8 goals for the season already, which by any other standard would be great. The Bernabeu is not a place for them kind of thing. Listen, Real Madrid could have lost 2 games for the season. You see that one?
Yeah, that one is the dagger. Yeah.
Listen, fans will turn on you in an instant for that thing. Let he only come in the next few games and do perform well. It'll be problems.
Especially
let me tell you something. Ancelotti needs to make a decision too because it didn't work.
Well, I personally didn't think he should have go to Real Madrid.
I thought it would have hampered the chemistry, one. But Ancelotti needs to figure out a system if you're going to play him where it suits him and Vinicius. Because honestly, I don't think he could take Vinicius' place on the left wing. But maybe 1 or 2 games, put him on the left or let him and Vinicius rotate. Do something because in the center, he's not a forward. And a commentator made a good point with why, they're making excuses why he could have run offside. And PSG is a left winger. You're accustomed seeing across the entire field. When you're in the center forward position, it's instinct. You don't know when to do it. You can't look. You can't look so on and look so on and run. It's instinct. And he's not a forward and he's seeing it. He's seeing it more and more each game.
Again, exposed.
He's class, He will punish you if he get a chance. All these things, but he's not a forward.
Well, my issue with him going to Real Madrid, I just thought was a kind of Kevin Durant move. So you know what I mean. Well, and if I got a top player, I don't care what you tell me. If I got a top player, I want to be the best.
Yeah, but
I don't play with the best. I want to beat you.
In football, I disagree to how we just say it in basketball. Just because in basketball, it's 5 men, and once your organization put in the tools in place for you to win, no problem. It's okay. It's like I switch into NBA for a little 2 seconds. It's like Damian Lillard was playing in Portland.
He gone Milwaukee.
nobody could fault Damian Lillard because the organization was not giving him
Agreed.
anything.
And
Agreed, I agree.
So
I find it take long to leave.
So if you use Mbappe, right, and the shit show that going on in PSG, when they're bringing in Messi, losing Neymar, taking this one, not bringing in that one, not doing this, hiring this coach, firing this coach, and they're not putting the tools in place for you to when you can't get a steady thing, wouldn't you leave too?
Yeah.
It's not like NBA where it's one league and you don't get relegated. So every year you have a chance, you know. There's the whole of Europe, you know.
All
There's
right.
hundreds of teams playing. Well,
All right, no problem. All
At
right.
the end of the day, it is a team sport. Eh? Don't
It's a
forget
team
that.
sport, yeah.
all, but
All right.
No, no.
a little more than most.
So we move on to, well, we move on to,
Glory, glory, Man United.
I'm so happy you know this song.
yeah, boy.
Well, I hear it so often because since we're doing this show and all we get to do is bad talk Manchester United,
Yeah, but we've
my
been
feet
calling,
just come up.
we've been calling for this for a while, and we've been telling Ross that it needs to happen.
I want to hear us.
It actually happened. Ten Hag is now no Hag. He's gone. And he and his shiny bald head was left Manchester. And he's headed back to the Netherlands, most likely for some rest and relaxation, until some hopeless team probably comes knocking on his door. Praying to the football gods that he gets it right.
I'll correct you with that.
Just
shit.
All right, but go ahead.
I'll correct you with that.
Before Ross takes his vent here, I saw a meme, right? You know it had the meme with the coach walking in the locker room
You know,
and all the players.
I didn't bring up all that meme talk.
That's all. That's your fault. The meme state, Ten Hag going back to Ajax after buying 3 waste of time
Oh,
players for $200 million
Yeah.
and making Ajax $200 million richer. And the whole team cheering. It was funny.
All right,
Let it go.
Ross, ball in your court, thoughts.
As I said after the Spurs game, if he's not here, if he's gone, if he's here, or if he's not here, I said, The reason why I said that is because I lost my confidence after the Spurs game. And I was just seeing it coming there, time by time. And then with our West Ham game, as soon as I see Dallas with an open goal and he skyrocket up into the Stratford end, as I get, he ain't lasting more than a week here.
Think the players want to take care of them? You know, players do that.
Yeah, they do that. They do that. I don't know.
I can't
I've been hearing it.
I think so.
I've been hearing it from since what's his name? David Moyes come up. And if you check the players from Van Gaal come up, is a select 3 or 4 that run the dressing room.
Call him, sir.
You're going to tell you one of the
Rashford.
players?
Uh-huh.
You can go back and check the tape. Right?
I
Body
can't.
language.
Yeah.
And I cannot believe that professional footballers
Body
will show
language.
the chances you're getting in the last few games.
Yeah, me too.
Who's taking over? Vanessa Wright?
No,
no.
well, he is the interim for now.
Okay.
But it
Alright.
isn't signed and sealed. I know Romano said, here we go. But until I see the person with a shirt up in Trafford,
Because David Austin said the same thing. He
Yeah.
called the same
No, I
message
mean,
as
if
him.
they made a decision to fire him this weekend here, they had to have a
No,
potential-
they had him already from
Right.
Sporting.
Amarin.
From
Oh,
the
okay.
Sporting.
The same coach you all were looking at.
Yeah.
All right.
And, you know, he has been touted as a real good coach because he turned down in the last year, he turned down Bayern Munich, Chelsea,
City.
Liverpool, he turned down City. City said they would come for him after Pep
After
leave.
Pep leave, yeah.
So is Chelsea, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, PSG. He turned down all these teams
Yeah.
to take the Manchester United job.
He owned Panadol or what?
I don't understand.
He had to own that company. I get it. Well, I mean, look.
Because it's not like you're paying
You
him
think-
a lavish amount of money.
You don't know how much it is?
Yes, they said.
That is not for him, that is for sports.
No Sporting is 10. They say anywhere between 10 and 12 million dollars a year they paying him.
Right,
Well,
that's
listen.
where to start. You're
Yeah.
young, you're now coming up.
You think this was the result for that decision to be made?
What do you mean?
The result over the weekend.
No, that's what I said.
He said Spurs.
From
You think the Spurs game?
The Spurs game is what actually sealed it.
So in
for
fairness, you would say
most-
you get enough opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah, for the start of the season to now, it wasn't clicking for whatever reason.
So let me ask you something now.
Mhm.
This is how many transitions in Manchester United gone through in the last, let's say, 5-6 years.
No, not 5-6
No,
years.
I don't
In
know that.
In the last 11 years.
11 years, yeah.
I think this is number 6 or 7.
Permanent.
6 or 7.
Permanent. I'm not talking about the interim. I didn't-
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
As I told you.
This one better be right, because I mean, look, it's very hard for a team. I don't care how big the club is, to be transitioning from one manager to a next manager to a next manager almost every other year. So I'm just saying.
No, I know.
He
you know.
fully understands.
I know it.
My thing is, I don't expect if Amarin comes in, Amarin pronounced?
Yeah.
If he comes in, I don't expect United to be good if he's going to play his system. Because he plays same formation as Conte. There's three at the back.
3-4-3.
The two wing backs go up and down and things like that. And I don't think you all have the personnel for that. And from what I've heard, he's stuck on that. It have no changing.
That's where I differ, because I've also obviously done my research with it. Yes, he's 6-3-4-3, but all the people who have been researching him, and they have all said that within a game, he will
Switch
tweak,
it up. Yeah.
depending on what it is.
Which is what good managers do.
Yeah.
But what you're going to be training for is a 3-4-3.
Yeah, of course.
And that's why I said I don't think you have the personnel for that,
No.
especially with Luke Shaw out.
Well,
And
I don't see Luke Shaw, Malacia, any team from here.
I don't see him playing Casemiro the way he just play either.
Yeah,
tempo he just play
remember
either.
you got to play with him, eh?
I think a person
You
that
got
would,
to play with him in Sporting.
I think a person that would star under his type of football is Garnacho. Garnacho is the type of player he likes. Wingers, quick, cutting,
Fast.
hit. That is a player that
So
would
Garnacho is a good buy
No.
in the FPL.
No.
No, okay.
But just
They're playing Chelsea next. Come on.
Looking for tips.
But just to go into that a little bit, everybody thinks he's coming next week. He's not. He has a month.
They have to find the next manager.
Yeah, so they have to give Sporting a
Sporting
month.
enough, yeah.
They predict November the 24th, that around that weekend.
Which is a good time because
yeah.
you're going into international break and football and starting back till the 16th. You'll have one game without him.
Correct.
He could be in the stands or something by
Well,
then.
have a
watching.
transfer window coming up
Yeah.
in January too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. Anyway.
You will
Now
have,
we'll see what moves he makes.
We'll see.
All right.
He will have to buy somebody.
So Ten Hag is gone.
Yeah, definitely.
Ten Hag is gone, and the new Manchester United. Well, we wait to see what they look like as of the 24th, as
And the manager
Ross
Bunker.
has said. All right, just two quick games before we go to the first break.
Watch yourself.
Just two quick games to touch on very quickly before we go to the first break, because we took a lot of time with the Ballon d'Or and the first three topics here. Arsenal, Liverpool 2-2. Fair result?
Yeah. My only thing is, going back over the game, I watch it over, and they had a foul on Havertz or Martinelli from Conte and
Konate.
Konate and I can't remember who it was. Two of them, and Konate ain't touched the ball yet. Take away his boots.
The other one could be Darwin Núñez. Go ahead.
No.
No.
I think it's Darwin Núñez.
Yeah. So I just I understand it was a fair game, fair result to a certain degree, but I do understand from an Arsenal point of view where they don't get the calls and thing. So I just throwing it out there that
Okay.
I think in terms of the game itself, I
No, the
think
game
the
itself,
result was 2-2 and
fair is fair.
I think Liverpool should be more disappointed than Arsenal with this
Yeah,
result.
definitely.
Because
For sure.
Arsenal, especially when Gabriel went off, you had a whole
No
back
Saliba.
four. You had a whole
Yeah.
back four.
No
that
Gabriel.
attack don't play together.
Makeshift defense. Couldn't get the job done.
And I think,
Sorry.
just thinking, I think that is where you're seeing the difference in the manager football. Games like that, you're seeing the difference between Klopp
And Slot.
and
Yeah.
Klopp.
But early still.
No, because in a game like that, Klopp would attack them.
If
Slot
that
stick to the
game
plan.
if Liverpool had won that game, there was no chance for Arsenal with that title that game.
I still don't think it has
think
any
so?
chance for Arsenal.
No, you don't think so?
At this stage of the season?
Yeah,
Listen,
I think so.
All right.
Arsenal going into a kind of, you see if Gabriel and come back and Saliba and come back and they had to make shift that defense,
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of
problems.
teams going to cut them open. Because if you had watched the start of the season when they had the full defense, teams was getting shots and Raya was pulling them out.
Okay.
And I with a full defense. So now we're going in with a makeshift defense. I think they're going into some hard times there. People will score versus them.
All right. So, well, Arsenal, Liverpool, I would say, are taking my point. Although I would have liked to get 3, but I'll take my point.
Yeah.
Just one other game. I know all them might not watch this game, but this
I watch
game was
it.
I watch the highlights.
Fire! I watch it. I'm watching the Arsenal Liverpool game, right? Singing it and I say, good football boy thing.
right.
Partner message say, yo, turn off that now. Switch over.
Juventus Inter Milan.
And I'll get to watch the last 10 minutes. It's
Back
Yeah.
and forth, back and forth.
I say, boy, real nice football game.
I watch a highlights. I didn't watch the 2-minute one. I watched one of the 7 or 8-minute highlights.
Yeah, yeah.
And I couldn't believe that there's an Italian game playing.
Yeah,
So,
I'm telling
I
you.
couldn't believe it.
The game was, I put it on, I was taking a team because I had a bet, right? And what happened is, after the Arsenal-Liverpool game, up to that time, the last time I checked, my bet was going good because I played Juventus to win or draw.
Correct.
So Juventus was in 2-1. So I said, money in the bank. Because we don't concede no set of goals, right? We only concede like 3 goals in the season. And we'll lose our game for the season. So I say, we inside. Man, after the game, I see Inter leading 3-2.
Yeah,
I said, what's going on? Then I see 4-2. I said, no.
I thought that was it, you know.
And then-
when I hear 4-2,
Yeah, Yildiz, boy.
what?
Yildiz. Is Yilmaz or Yildiz?
No, Yilmaz.
Yildiz. Listen, that Turkish fella, that 19-year-old from Turkey,
I think it's
Is he
Yilmaz.
short number 7?
no, Yildiz, no, number 10 who come on,
Oh, this
he come off the
short-
bench, yeah. He's the one who scored the 2 from the left side.
But who's the man?
Yeah,
The short. Whoever wearing number 7, a short fella. Who put the crosses in?
Oh God, boy, I'll check.
Francesco Cancelo, he's from Portugal.
Cancel, yeah.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
But
That game was fire.
This fella is the fella I tell you when I watch all the first game and he hit a bullet from the left side. The boy good.
He good.
Yeah, he good.
And he coming off the bench, yeah?
Well, he's 19.
We number 10, eh?
Ooh.
But yeah, number 10.
Nice,
They
man.
gave me number 10.
Oh, they
jersey.
give it? Nice.
So big expectation. Liverpool went after him. But they end up with Chiesa. But I don't think Juventus was going to release.
He's injured again.
I don't think Juventus was going to release that boy.
No.
Not at 19 and with the talent that he have. So I'll tell you what. Juventus Inter Milan fall. If you missed it, go back and watch the highlights.
Real good boy.
We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we got the power play recap and the power play picks. We're gonna do that back to back. Stay tuned.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right, people. So it is time for the power play recap, and of course, the power play recap brought to you by TT Bet Arena. And if you haven't opened an account, you need to open one today. ttbetarena.com. Go check them out. You can bet on all your sports there. So last week, well, Shane was on a run, but unfortunately, that run came to an end because yeah, he did 4 and 4. Yeah, he did.
The run was 4. Real got 4.
It's just a 4 thing. So Manchester City versus Southampton, he did select or give the pick of Manchester City to win an over 2.5 goals. And that game ended up 1-0. All right?
Because I'm telling you.
Hey, go on.
And that was at home, eh? The Etihad. I thought that bet would be a
Me
safe
too.
bet.
I thought that was a safe bet.
I gave Aston Villa, Bournemouth, both teams to score.
And you thought that was a scrapey bet.
Yeah, well, you know. And then Ross is off the mark and all the gates and running, boy. Ross went with Marseille versus PSG over 1.5.
If you want to lose that,
So, I mean,
PSG
look,
scored 3.
sometimes to get your momentum, you need to take a safe bet.
Yeah,
Did that, you out the gates. So that was last week, but we look forward to this week.
Coming back in
And
charge,
as we look forward to this week, we give you the
I
picks.
still ahead, but
So the picks this week, Shane is selecting Bayern Munich versus Union Berlin. He's taking Bayern Munich to win and over 1.5 goals in the game. Now that will give you, that's $1.25. All right. So
Not much.
It's in much.
it's going to be harder than people think. Though.
Ross, who is at the beginning of a what I would like to think is a very fruitful run here.
Turn in the corner.
He don't turn the corner.
Not yet, fellas. Not yet. Don't do that.
Ross has taken Spurs versus Villa. Both
New
teams to
coach,
score.
new boy.
That is $1.41.
Yeah.
And
41 dollars.
I am going to take Ipswich Town versus Leicester City over 2.5. I think more than 2 goals will score in that game.
Yeah.
And you're getting $1.70 there. So those 3 bets combined will pay $3. So for a $100 bet, you'll get $300. But you could always add your games to that and
Change your goal scoring.
you could do it.
Is it because Shane won at 1.25? Why the thing only gone to $3?
Probably.
Or is it
Well, yeah, the 125. Yeah.
Watch me. That game.
It's a small payment.
That game going to be harder than people thinking.
Got like about 10 more games, so that's it, you know. But we do have real quick here. Let me just show you some of the winning bets. We showed you some weeks ago. These are some of the winning bets from recently. All right. As of the 8th of October, $75 bet, three games, paid $504.60. Then you had a five game bet for $200, and the punter got $3,745.99 with 200, and that was just 5 games. Then
Went into the championship.
on the 12th of October, all right, another bet here, $1,000 was the wager on 2 games, just 2 games. And the payout was $5,644.80. So a $4,600 profit there. Yeah. 2 games, yeah.
There's 2 winners he picked.
2 winners, that's it.
Wow.
And then you had 1 game. Somebody bet 1 game. They bet a match to draw, which is usually a high payout. The payout was $5.81. They bet $200. They got $1,162 for the 1 game for a draw.
Versus that game.
That's a belly bet.
Yeah, versus these 2 teams. This team's not scoring and conceding goals.
Yeah, that's Dutch
That's
league.
FC 20 and them.
Yeah. So
Anyway, Manchester United draw them. So
those are just some examples of winning bets. Next week, just before we go to the break and we come back to talk a little bit about the NBA, we'll give you a word from TT Bet Arena. Make sure and get your account started today.
yeah, go in
And
and check them.
next week, we will show you a payment, because when you go into the TT Bet Arena app, you can go into a casino where you can play slot machines, and somebody win $52,000.
I play blackjack this weekend.
We will,
Yeah.
all right. We will be back after this word from TT Bet Arena. Get your bets on this week.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games, and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right, so that's TT Bet Arena. Make sure check them out. Get your bets on. And start your account today. So NBA, we just want to touch on the NBA real quick here. Early season. I think we are about 4 games or 5 games into the season.
Some
up to
5,
the time
some 4.
of this show.
It'll be about 6 by the time.
By the time, yeah. So The LA Lakers, well, they lost one.
Last night.
Right now, they're 3-1.
No, they
They're
played
3-1. They're 3-1.
Lakers,
But they're off the flyer.
I am actually surprised that JJ Redick, for first time coaching the NBA like that, coaching a team like the LA Lakers, has them playing his style of basketball because that 3-point shooter come in. It's a team that don't have much 3-point shooters, and everybody percentage in 3-point up. They're playing better on defense, they're running faster on offense, and the main reason why the Lakers are playing good is they're running all the offense through AD. Anthony Davis is the main man, and LeBron has, it looks like he accepted it.
A facilitator.
And yeah, he turned into a facilitator in this late stage in his career.
Yeah, see, AD, make a dunk the other day.
And last night they lost. You saw they lost? They lost to Phoenix, which is not bad. At home to Phoenix.
They beat Phoenix
Before. We beat
but
them at
yeah.
home, and then now they beat us at home. Down in the dregs now. Lakers down by 2 or 3. So that is after LeBron done hit one free throw. It have about 6 seconds on the clock. LeBron tried to miss the free throw on purpose, held the ball basically, hit the rim, and reached back to them. They scrambled, they didn't get it. Phoenix score. But at the end of the game. Yeah, but
All right.
I just told them it was
Tactics.
that was a good try.
Lakers off and running. Celtics.
They're looking like
Celtics
defending
just bullying
champions.
teams right now in the early stages.
Looking
And
like
Oklahoma City Thunder unbeaten. OKC, out the gates real. And that, you see that OKC team? That team, I don't know why they get rid of Giddy, but he gone Chicago. I don't know how he going to fit into the offense there. I don't know how you go work that chemistry with Zach. But DeRozan gone Sacramento.
It had a lot of mixes.
It have a lot of transfers
Yeah,
that took place, but I don't know why they got rid of Giddy. Giddy was one of the main players in OKC.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the full squad yet. Memphis with Jamaran back, fit for a full season, hopefully.
No gun charges.
People with guns.
Yeah, without
So far.
So far.
he leave the guns at home.
So far.
I expect.
I'm sure his agent and his lawyer said,
I did tell him that happened the first time.
Oh, serious?
and he was back in the club.
Not even, they say not even a water gun we want to see you with. You understand?
I tell him, Maxwell.
I think Memphis gonna have a real good season, but I think OKC is going to be the team to beat it.
Alright, so Tuesday is Grizzlies Bucks. Who we have?
Grizzlies, what?
Grizzlies versus Bucks Tuesday.
On Thursday.
Yeah.
Bucks are taking Memphis at home. Taking Memphis.
Mavericks Rockets. Yeah.
Mavericks.
Yeah, Mavericks. For sure.
Mavericks.
I'll take Bucks in our first game, eh?
Okay.
Jazz Spurs.
I take the Spurs.
I'm going with Jazz, but Utah.
I win Spurs.
Clippers Suns.
Clippers.
The Suns. Clippers can't win nothing.
I take Clippers.
And the new stadium, nice too, eh? But we saw
I take
Clippers. Going Clippers.
All right.
It should have
So-
been better. Yeah, you did better.
That's the 4 picks for tonight. All right. Well, Thursday, but tonight. Yeah. All right. So I'll tell you what. We want to move on here as we see how the NBA progresses because they also have the in-game, the in-season.
When that's
tournament.
starting?
Oh, they have
I don't know, but that is real exciting.
No boy.
This play right down to the last. Listen, when you're betting basketball, right? Here was the problem I just have.
When that team lost and they just give up.
They just give up. Or you just dribble out the ball now. Right? So sometimes you bet over 110. It had 20 seconds on the clock. You need 1 point. But here what happened? The game done, go on now. So they just dribble out the ball and the clock run down.
They can't do
In the in-season tournament now, they just run
every point counts.
every point down to the last second.
Because you're going with points per game and everything
okay,
to
okay.
qualify.
So if you're
for
betting
the
points over and under, yeah, that
But
tournament
when
is
that's
the best thing to
starting?
do. I don't know.
Because
That-
I
that's what
will
can see.
lie. That last year when it had no cover, we criticized it.
Are we
bad,
going to
eh?
see if they come back with them kind of quotes though?
Oh, them quotes was horrible. eh?
Yeah.
But we had criticized it last year and it was real good.
No, it was
right?
real good. It was exciting. It was exciting. So we'll see how that goes with the NBA, right? So we'll talk a little more NBA as we go down. All right, so we want to get into the main games to come in football this coming weekend. We will start with Chelsea versus Manchester United. A Ten Hag-less Manchester United. Interim coach in play. Chelsea, they're swinging, they're running, they're romping. Palmer holding down the fort, and Jackson scoring goals this season. So, Chelsea United, expectations.
I think United gonna come out the blocks firing. Anytime a coach get fired, players just have to prove themselves. Those that might have get frozen out, those that wasn't starting, everybody does be on the game. Chelsea need to be at the A game to win this game. I think it's going to be the United going to score, and no matter what coach they're going to concede.
Okay.
I still think with Chelsea, how they're running and the formula and the chemistry they have, I think Chelsea will eke out a win, but I don't see it being a blowout or anything like that.
Okay. Ross?
But we have just a draw. Before that, we have Leicester tomorrow. Right?
Okay.
So I think this man might just.
tomorrow in what?
Yeah,
You playing EFL Cup.
League Cup.
Yeah,
Get a
League Cup.
real football tomorrow, no?
Yeah.
I
So
got
that
that
League
one.
Cup tomorrow. So that will play out, that will span out, but I think he's gonna use a lot of, not a lot, but he's gonna use youths in that game. But we don't have any former left back at
Okay.
all.
I think if he was, this is my opinion. I think if he he's going to be there for the next few games.
Yeah.
I think what I would do. Anyway, if I was Van Nistelrooy, I put out the strongest team I could. I want to win.
Yeah.
Because I the interim coach. It's not like I go
You
and
got a
get-
holy fort in the meantime, you know?
Correct.
Yeah, but it's not like I go and get
You
him
got
up.
the new coach coming in
And
and
I
you're down 15th in the table and
But
trailing.
they're
You're
already,
already.
they're already down there.
Maybe
They're
14th.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think 4 points off relegation or something. So, why you have to bring up them kind of figures? The man was bouncing in a good mood. Why you would do him that?
We just move on.
That's why we just have a script, you know.
All I saying is for Sunday it's gonna be a feisty game.
Okay. I'm not even
Yeah,
good at
I got.
Listen, yeah.
He didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it.
He didn't know. He
I didn't know.
Guys, it's okay.
He didn't know.
I
Don't make no
didn't
fuss
know.
now.
I didn't
It's
know.
cool.
He didn't know.
All right.
It's all right.
I could.
All right. Okay.
I'm not saying it's you.
All right. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. You're 14 for now.
Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Me petit amant.
No, we told you about
All right.
speaking French already.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, the next big game we want to look at will also be on Sunday in the English Premier League. Spurs, Aston Villa, Spurs at home, where they're bad.
Coach under pressure though.
Yeah, yeah.
They're calling for your head in.
Already?
Yeah.
The man had a play. The man got season last.
Yeah, but like what going on with is like they're saying the man don't know how to do nothing but attack.
Anyhow, there's the same Spurs that sacked Pochettino after he make a Champions League final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so expect anything. Spurs Villa running.
I will.
Where this game playing?
In
In
Spurs.
Spurs.
Oh, in Spurs. They're
Yeah.
bad home.
They're
in
bad
Spurs.
home, they're bad
Yeah,
home.
boy.
But
I don't know, boy.
but Villa punishing too.
Yeah, but
Villa playing it.
It'll be an exciting game.
as I bring in this stupid man Johnson, the man can't do nothing. I fed up. You ready to sell you already?
I think this will be Ross's 2 in a row. Both teams to score. No, I think this game gonna be back and forth.
Yeah, well,
A lot of firepower up front.
well, Spurs only know how to attack.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have attacking and they're gonna get.
I thought Van der Ven, you know.
Yeah.
But
I don't think Emery coming to play for a draw either. I think he smell blood in the water. And yeah.
No, Emery's a real
You
good
think
coach.
you think like, well, let's say like Tottenham manager, right? He has some in the fire pot right now, right? Right. So they might cut it through. You think when there's a next manager, but when you're going into a game and you know a man job on the line, you're just going with boy, go and get a man fired today.
I will do that.
I would
Yeah,
I go and get you fired today. But they don't shake hand. Hey, yeah, man, good luck today. I think, you know, when you come out and get you man fired.
I think all the coaches that are not under pressure has been a group chat. And like last week when West Ham was playing, they had bets. You feel you go get a man fired this weekend? Like, what? I'm going for the kill. Yeah,
he was under pressure too.
Yeah, he under
That's
pressure.
well done, you know. And then to shake my hand after the game, you come and you beat me 3-0.
You get me fired.
Yeah, you're under some pressure. I'm going to meet you and throw in front of a board now. Answer that question.
I want to make it worse if it was up like 1-0 and you send on 2 more strikes.
Gosh, pressure. Pressure.
You're up 4-0 and you just make it 6.
Nasty.
You think when they shake it and then they know the guy man files be like, I hope you get a job soon. And smile and take with them as if, you know.
And a shaky answer.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, we'll see how
killing me,
Spurs, Your Spurs and Villa go, but we expect goals there. Bayern Munich versus Union Berlin. Most goals scored so far. The goal scoring machine that is Bayern Munich versus the team that has conceded the least in Union Berlin.
Yep.
Defensively, they have been strong over the last few years.
Berlin
Yeah, but that wall could come down.
Well, that's what
That wall could come down. Trust me.
And especially with our firepower.
Yeah.
And after that defeat that they get.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know they're going to come out to take out the frustration on Union Berlin.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah, that was, we didn't mention that at the top of the show. Barcelona romping Bayern Munich 4-1.
Yeah,
I saw you put in brackets there. And Real Madrid coming back 5-2. But we talked about that last week with Vinicius. But that 4-1 blow, boy, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it is time, as we take you home this Thursday, it is time for the blow job of the week. Yeah, man.
Blowjob of the week could be none. Don't do that when you're saying a blowjob now.
Yeah, that don't look good.
That don't
We
look
do
good.
it.
How I do
But
that
blowing a
blowjob.
trumpet.
That
Yeah,
didn't
but that
look
don't
like
look like
that.
a trumpet.
With a blowjob that will win.
That looking like you have an eggplant or a melon in your hand.
You know, people can edit that.
Let me get to the blow job.
Maybe that is the blowjob of the week.
Yeah, that looking like a free blowjob.
Nobody else but Real Madrid could be the blowjob of the week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Losing 4-0 in the Bernabeu is one of the worst things they could do
As this Christmas.
as a Real Madrid player.
Okay.
Not showing up for the Ballon d'Or and all these things, it add up. But
It adds
losing 4-0
Yeah. In the Bernabeu.
in the Bernabeu to Barcelona, nah.
But they're looking good though.
Barcelona looking fantastic, but it didn't matter. Listen, I'm telling you, if Sergio Ramos and Pepe was there, we might have lost. But we would have a few red cards and plenty of them goals would not score. Because they would have kicked down Roman.
Yeah. I think that is what the game
And
between.
I don't understand since when Barcelona versus Real Madrid is the man when you follow me help you up and thing like that. No, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I find football girls so
Yeah,
for that.
really.
because
I don't want to
it's
see
supposed
that.
I'm talking after and thinking.
Yeah, it's supposed to be real rivalry now.
I accustomed to Roy Keane and I'm running.
Yeah. I remember it had a Clasico where Ramos was defending and somebody break away from Barcelona. And one of the defenders was running back. And he said, what he hearing is, kill him! Ramos shouting at him. The man kicking down and take a red card. Ramos gave shaking hand and they move on. They win the game 2-1 still. That is what the game missing. Yeah. Where is all the emotion? After the game, I see man smiling and
Yes,
two Brazilians shake. I don't want to see that.
Because you had to remember, sportsmanship wins you a Ballon d'Or.
It should. It should.
That is why.
Sportsmanship could win you a Ballon d'Or, brother, man.
It's not who's the best player. Who's the most liked?
It's who
Man blasted these up. And
who's
what's
the
nice?
nicest place.
I mean, Real Madrid don't come weekend and hit that side where they're playing about 6. It's problems. They will get booed.
So I'll tell you what, that's the blow job of the week. We hope you enjoyed this edition of the Fifth Official. Some Ballon d'Or Bacchanal to get things started with, and a blow job to end it with.
I win a game.
Ross won. Ross is off to a start. We'll see how things go for him this weekend.
That's
Get your bets on a TT Betterino.
4-1.
What?
You only win 2 bets. I win 4. You win 2. He win 1.
This is a nice second winning bet.
Yeah.
You sure you checking that correct?
Remember, I wasn't here for 1 week.
Oh yeah, it's true. Hey, until next week,
And VJ, I'll take your bet that week.
win some money.
Later.
Yeah, it's a good.